Councillor Street, Thompson and Councillor
Your declaration of interest?
None received, yeah.
I'll be declaring the declaration of interest on 4.2, which is the banner group.
I'll declare the interest on 4.1.
I'll declare the interest on 4.2, and I will be leaving the room. I'd like to apologise for the lighting in my report, but I have to feel with myself.
Councillor
4.2.
Item 3, public questions.
Yes, Chair, we received a question from Mr. Gardner. Mr. Gardner would like to read his question now.
Thank you very much, Chair. I'll just give the ladies a chance to sit down, if you don't mind.
Apologies, Chair.
Accepted, Councillor.
Chair, councillors, members of the public, first of all, thank you for letting me put this question, which I submitted on an email on the 6th of April, and after a discussion with an officer, agreed that this meeting would be the rightful place for it to be heard. I was hoping that since the Town Council does not publish email addresses of councillors, that it would have been circulated quickly, giving councillors time to look at the internet links that was within it, and any local applicable associated documents. Chair, I would appreciate if the submission date and missing lines "Dear Spennymoor Town Council" for the attention of all elected members could be added to the minutes, and for me to be given the opportunity, with the agreement and permission of the Mayor, for my statement in the minutes at the ratification meeting at the end of the month to be agreed as a correct record. Chair, I do have a supplementary question, and I would appreciate the opportunity to put that question. With regard to the question as set out in the agenda, I won't read the whole question, the background and the aims, but I'll summarise its content. Given that at the last meeting of the Policy and Resources Committee, councillors agreed to support the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit at North Park School, would councillors take the lead in South Durham, as many other councils have around the country, in supporting, in line with government policy, to encourage the safe and sustainable travel to school by lobbying and implementing a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit on all residential non-arterial roads in the township? I ask the Council to consider this proposal as set out in the agenda very carefully. Thank you very much, Chair.
Can I thank Mr. Gardner for his question, which undoubtedly raised valid points with regard to road safety and the well-being of Spennymoor residents. It's understood that the County Council, as that local highway authority, has initiated a slow to 20 scheme, which in the first phase will reduce the speed limit from 30 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour during school drop-off and pick-up times on the roads outside and around 33 schools in the county over the next 2 to 3 years. Reassuringly, the scheme will also provide road safety education for children, including road safety awareness and safe cycling programs, as well as offering speed awareness and healthy lifestyle initiatives to encourage walking and cycling by the school children and the wider community. The Town Council have already been contacted by the head teacher of one of the schools in the Spennymoor, currently under consultation as part of the scheme, and have agreed to support this school and other schools in the implementation of the scheme as they become engaged in the consultation. The Town Council have already indicated support to the slow to 20 mile per hour scheme. The Council have not currently considered the implementation of a 20 mile per hour limit on all residential non-arterial roads. I hope that answers the question for them.
Right, Mr. Garner, the supplementary question, must you know, mostly along the lines of the original question and also a response I think received from the officer.
Absolutely, Chair, and I thank Mr Ransom for his comments. I'd like to draw attention to councillors that statute states that local authorities are under a duty to have regard to carrying out their duties in relation to home to school travel and transport and sustainable transport, the source of which is home to school travel and transport guidance, statutory guidance for local authorities. In County Durham, thousands of pounds have been spent on promotion initiatives such as Local Motion and the national Mode Shift Star Scheme, to which no schools in Spennymoor are listed online as actually being a part of. 20-mile-per-hour speed limits are just a small part of making our streets safer. A government document, Cycling and Walking Investment Strategy, produced by the Department of Transport in December 2015, is now out for consultation. A case study in that consultation document states, since 2012, although the local Sustainable Transport Fund, Living Streets coordinators delivering the Walk to School project led by Durham County Council have worked intensely with 140 schools across 11 local authorities to identify and tackle physical barriers on local walking routes to schools. Since, according to government statistics, councillors, 8 out of 10 people live in urban areas where most trips could be cycled or walked. 9 out of 10 primary school children live within 15 minutes walk from school, and 3/4 of secondary school pupils live within 15 minutes cycle of school, and it is widely academically acknowledged that reducing speed limits from 30 mile an hour to 20 mile an hour has equivalent reduction in childhood asthma causing particulates to taking half of all petrol vehicles off the road, increasing health benefits and making our streets both actually and perceived to be safer places. Is it not time that this council, not Durham County Council, went out to consultation with the people of the town to develop a sustainable transport policy, reduce speed limits to 20 mile an hour, and as all these documents have mentioned, suggest a 20 mile an hour limit, and we work closely with schools, communities and other institutions to make Spennymoor a better and a healthier place.
Right, thank you, Mr. Gardner. Okay, no. Yes, Councillor Madison, is it a motion?
Yes.
Right.
It is in standard orders that any questions submitted by
Yes.
the public can be brought back to council.
13 clear.
I will present a motion that we do that.
Right. Seconder?
Second that.
Second that. Okay. There's a motion that goes to the next policy and resources meeting for debate by the next members. Can I have a show of hands, please? Okay, right, it's coming. Thank you. Item 4, financial assistance. We have section 137 for the youth council. Yes?
That's it.
4-1. Yes?
Chair, when this came in before, we all agreed with it and we still agree with it. But we have some concerns, the fact that there's some things happen which we weren't aware of, that's stated in this document. For instance, it says in this document there's a change of venue. The recorded minutes from when it came to council say that it was going to be held in Jubilee Park. This document says it's going to be held in the fireworks field. It hasn't been come back to us for consideration. It could have implications. Secondly, I'm concerned about the accounts. It says here that there's going to be a £2,000 cost, and yet there's going to be £5,300 worth of income, and it says the total cost of the project is £7,300. I just can't understand the accountancy of it. I mean, at the end of the day, if there's going to be that much profit, why are we going to give the £2,000? I want to say go on. If an internal auditor was to look at that, it just doesn't stack up. I think if you have a look, you will agree. Thirdly, sorry, you want to say something?
No, sorry, I'm just asking a question related to what you're saying.
Thirdly, there's reference to Stanley events, and that the man from Stanley events, Carl Marshall, who's Durham County Council, Carl Marshall, talked about having an events manager. Now, I would take it that because there's no cost for the events manager in with the accounts part of it, that it's being supplied free of charge, or he's going to charge that's not being submitted. And fourthly, the tickets. Are the tickets going to be sold prior to the meeting, so you've got a guaranteed income, or are we going to sell them on the day, which means it could all be affected by the weather? I'd just be interested in that one, saying that I think the council has underscored it all from a point of view of finance, but as well, it says that there's been over 1,000 people interested. Now, I would imagine that means that people from outside the community would. Are the people from within the community going to be given preference? And after saying all that, Chair, I think it's a great idea, but we must be careful how we implement something when we've already agreed something different with the council.
Councillor Gilder.
Thank you, Chairman. Councillor Thompson raises some good and valid points there. I think what we have to remember is this form's been filled in by the Youth Council, who I obviously don't have a lot of experience with writing such applications. It's right that under 3 years the form, the estimated cost adds up to the £2,000 a request, and quite clearly there's a £5,300 overlap there where we must have other spending that we haven't outlined, and perhaps they should have done that. I certainly think that it's a sensible idea at this time to defer this and request that information so we've got a full idea of the accounts. On the situation with regards to the use of the new venue rather than Jubilee Park, the council did commit support to an event in Jubilee Park, and we would need to see the assurance from the facilities manager and his staff as to whether or not the event is equally as viable on the other site before council would be able to give that permission. But I do think at this stage it's worth deferring this to the next meeting to get that further advice on the accounts.
Right, are you second for that?
Second.
Okay, right, thank you.
Chair, excuse me. Will we get confirmation about the project manager?
Well, I mean, I don't know why the question seems to be aimed at me. It's for the other council to decide just what information is provided for us.
Yes,
Let's take them away, councillor.
Okay, right, it's been deferred until the next one. Right, now we come to 4.2, which is the Heritage Planning Group.
While the chair is out of the room for this item, I'll chair it. It's an application for section 137 from the Heritage Banner Group, and an amount of, I think it was £157 to cover insurance.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Can I move that we accept this application? Second.
Any comments? Everybody okay with that?
Great.
Item 5, accounts for payment, the paid accounts. Members are requested to confirm the payments of the accounts in the sum of £8,069.30, authorised for payment for April, payments by BATS in the sum of £78,108.08 for April, and payments by direct debit in the sum of £10,968.57 for March 2016.
Move, Chair.
Second, okay, everybody happy? Okay, right, thank you. 5B, accounts to authorise. Members are requested to authorise the total accounts in the sum of £65,389.15 for April 2016.
Move, Chair.
You happy? Right, thank you. Item 6, which is the budgetary control to 31st of March. Over to you, Cliff.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, Councillors, ladies and gentlemen. This budget has been drawn up just to keep you appraised of the current situation year end. I drew this up based on figures to the 18th of April, which is an early cut-off for your financial year end. So I would only highlight to you that there will be a lot of changes going through this, with invoices being accrued and invoices arriving after the 18th of April. Of note, it was brought into one of the questions, we received 2 very late invoices from Durham County for your 2 elections, and they are approximately the sum of about £9,000. So as an example, that's something that's going to have to be brought in. Other than that, I have no questions whatsoever. Anybody wishes to ask me something now, please feel free.
Move the recommendations, Chair.
Chair, I wish to comment with regard to the accounts in that there are a lot of areas where we are over budget, and before I can vote on this item, I do wish to see the final account, which will come at a later date. So prior to the release of the final figures, which I believe will be due, I would prefer not to vote on this.
Perfect. You all right? Thank you.
Move recorded vote, Chair.
Chair?
No. So we've done this. Okay.
Chair, can I have that as a name and recorded?
The name and recorded vote.
Point of order, Chairman, that's exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Those in favour? Those against? Those abstaining? Item 7, Member Training Code of Conduct. Members are asked to consider letter from Collector Lumber. Yes.
Thank you. It's a straightforward letter of advice from the Monitoring Officer at the County Council. I think it's a worthwhile course for all members to attend. I've attended one previously as a member of the Principal Authority. So it's my wish to move this, that we await the date of this course, and as many members who can attend do attend. This is a worthwhile course, Chairman.
Okay, so we get the dates, obviously we get the dates for when the course will go on. Okay, that's the end of it. Thank you very much. Lieutenant.
It's just the count, that's my response. Can you pass those to Audrey? That's just the exact wording of what I said.
No, that's great.
Thank you very much.
Councillors, ladies and gentlemen, take your Thank you, please. We'll go straight to the agenda. Please. Okay. Item 2 is declarations of interest. Have we got any declarations of interest? Okay. Item 3, excluding the question public.
Move the appropriate motion